Even though Plymouth State University officials would rather people talk about the academic reputation and idealistic setting of Plymouth, like many schools, PSU has perpetuated a reputation as notorious party school, likely conceived when the university was nominated by Playboy magazine as a top party school. Can this image come back to haunt you? To find out more about the role that social media image plays in this process, we went to PSU's Bagley House where we met with James Kiras, who serves as a career services manager at the university.
If there were only one tool that I could give every single student, and it was only one social kind of a tool, it would be LinkedIn.
The popular social media site Twitter now features numerous party pages typically known as blackout pages. These pages are dedicated to the posting of photographs which depict inebriated university students, some of whom intoxicated to the point of unconsciousness. What's scary is how fast and effortlessly an image can be posted for many to see. We spoke with Jen Frank, an investigator from the PSU Police Department who was familiar with the PSU blackout page. Investigator Frank also offered some advice for those who have grown so accustomed to instantaneously uploading images from less than suitable settings. One suggestion was to consider the context in which statuses are written. An inside joke may be viewed by a potential employer as an outrageous statement which leaves what Frank called a permanent image. While it may not be possible to erase the actions made in the past, it is never too late to change the ways in which you use social media. We spoke to the opinionated Terry Doucher, a marketing professor here at PSU, about the recently created PSU Confessions Facebook page. This student-operated page features anonymously submitted confessions from PSU students. Many, like Doucher, have denounced these posts due to their, at times, explicit content.
I absolutely respect and appreciate the fact that people have a right to express any opinion that they want. And
Sure.
I know that Facebook is a public forum. What I wish sometimes was that all students, and this would be a fantasy world that doesn't exist, but that all students would understand how what they put in a public forum like that, on basically a digital billboard that's on a digital highway that everybody can see and read,
Sure.
affects themselves, the reputation of what they're writing about on a digital billboard like that, whether it's Twitter or Facebook, and that it's very frustrating to me as a marketer, and frustrating to me as somebody who cares deeply about Plymouth students, to see Plymouth students really writing pretty terrible things that put Plymouth in a not very positive light. It's frustrating to me when I see students investing huge money in an education to have that brand thrown under the digital bus.
Investigator Frank also suggested, rather than putting it off until you graduate, start to clean up your profile now by untagging certain photos that may portray you in a negative way to employers. The relationship between a student and career services can be helpful for numerous reasons, especially the connection between a potential employer and a college student, provided that your online presence doesn't hinder your employability.
Career services at Plymouth State University, we do everything from working with students from freshman year all the way through senior year. We work with graduate students. We'll work with alumni as well. So our population is 7,000 active students and upwards of 30 or 40,000 alumni if they have interest and needs that we can help them with. And that ranges from what can I do with this major, what kind of jobs are out there, what are the trends in different industries, how do I get an internship, how do I put together a resume, how do I get dressed professionally, what's this thing called networking, and ultimately how do I put it all together as a senior so that I'm employable and I can get a job that I find valuable, that gets me off my parents' couch, and I can start paying back my student loans.
Yeah.
So we do it all comprehensively, but it's really driven by the student to say, this is what I need, and this is the relationship I want to get into with career services.
You don't have to be grouped into the negative image that Plymouth State party culture sometimes portrays. It is possible for your digital image to represent yourself and Plymouth State in a way that everyone can be proud of in order for you to stand out in a more positive way and for employers to see your full potential.